down and I tried out the Lensa app just to see what kind of AI artwork it was going to generate. For it, I did plug in some of my fantasy creatures along with a couple shots of my human form. I gotta say, the results are actually pretty cool. And there was a handful that I felt like really needed to be makeups. In my genius decision to recreate this look, I only gave myself 24 hours to prep for the entire thing. What could go wrong? No. Okay, we're gonna have to address that digital elephant in the room. While I was in post-production for this video, a lot of information has come to light on how this app sources its images. I had hoped that the app just took my makeups, applied some filters, and used stock image sources, you know, an ethical way. Looking a bit closer, right here, you can see the distorted watermark. The program is clearly stealing artist work. As an artist, I cannot support this kind of business model. Needless to say, I deleted the app and I'm not pursuing this series anymore. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but maybe just consider looking into these issues caused by apps like this and others. Let's get back to the video. We'll want a blank canvas, so off with those eyebrows and put on a bald cap. Luckily, I do have ears that look very similar to what was produced with the AI artwork. Weird enough, I did not put a makeup using these ears in the batch that generated this look. I only used these ears once, so I'm kind of excited I get to use them again. I'm gonna blend the edges with some latex. Now I made these pieces out of foam clay. Now, since these aren't dry, they're also not as lightweight as they would be if they were completely dry, so let's hope that they stay put. Help keep the foam clay pieces on my head. I'm going to take this netting material and I'm going to adhere it to the bottom of the piece, and that's just going to give more surface area for it to grab onto the bald cap. Now, because I tried to force dry these, the bottom part did puff up some, so it's not going to fit against my head as I would have liked. I'm gonna try some of the silicone adhesive because it is stronger than the BetaBond. Okay, so I'm a little concerned about these and I do not want them to fall off after we've gone through most of the makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this soft paper medical tape and I'm going to help reinforce it onto the bald cap. The nice thing is it does actually help blend it into the bald cap, so maybe this will actually work out to our benefit in the end. So that actually feels really secure. I'm just gonna cover the entire piece so that the body paint doesn't react differently to the surface of the latex versus the surface of the foam clay. Now all these pieces basically have a similar problem, so we're just gonna pretty much use the same technique and make it work. This is all gonna be really fun to paint around. Luckily the cheek pieces are a lot smaller, so even though they are also still a little damp, there's no weight that's gonna pull them off, so they're probably gonna stick to my face just fine. Still using latex to help blend into the skin. I realize I'm probably drawn to this look because of how much it actually ends up looking like a dragon. So since I can't really see this, we're going to attach the tape ahead of time. And just keep putting tape until it feels secure. There, that feels pretty good. Now let's try the other side. I'm still gonna add product to the edges of the ones in the back, even though I can't see it and the ears are really blocking that area. I just wanna make sure that it's really cemented on. So let's go ahead and just start painting. I take that light blue. Gonna even all of this out with putting the blue color in an airbrush. Did some shadows and contourings with Mehron Lagoon Blue. Used the Mehron White for soft highlights. Using the Collective Cosmetics Dextrocardia Palette, take the bright blue for more contouring. Since I'm gonna be wearing scleras, I'm gonna wait to do around my eyes because my eyes are gonna water a lot. Go in with that darker shade and do under the jawline. Also using this color for the inside of the ears. Gonna brighten up those highlights with a white eyeshadow. Take the purple out of the Dextrocardia palette and do that for the nose. I'm gonna mix the Mehron light pink and white for a lighter pink tone. For the markings, use Mehron Violet. Purple for the middle of the markings, and airbrush some more of that Lagoon Blue. Mehron mixing liquid and their metallic silver to add neck highlight. Added a few dots too. I ended up using this on the markings of the head, but let's just ignore that because I did change it later. Since we're getting further along, I'm gonna go ahead and attach those bottom pieces. Hair Illustrator, Hair Aging Palette, Ivory color, and I'm gonna do an overspray over the pink areas. Okay, so I'm a dweeb. I've been trying to make the purple just have more dimension and realized I probably should have just went in with metallic purple from the Nova palette. Yeah, that's a lie. I ended up using Starry Night for the markings. I am having a heck of a time. Did use the Purple Rain for inside of that Starry Night color. Doing my lips now since I'm not going to be able to see well with the scleras in. I really like that asymmetry of the lips, so we're going to add that. Little highlighting around the mouth. Ended up taping some of the bottom tendrils because they were starting to rub on the body paint, and I still need to be able to move to get the rest of this makeup done. Add a different purple onto the nose. Put on a few rhinestones. It's time to do the scleras. Okay, so now that I tore up all the makeup around my eyes, let's fix that. Dextrocardia Palette again, and we're gonna take that bright pink and then into that soft pink. Using the silver for the brow bone. Took a dark purple eyeshadow for the inner corners and under the eye. Back to the Collective Cosmetics and take the black. I'm gonna go ahead and do my waterline with some KVD pomade in graphite. I'm gonna take a little bit of that Mehron metallic silver to do that little mark in the inner part of the eye. More of that white eyeshadow for brightening. Add some shine to my lips using the Collective Cosmetics Nimbostratus. Add some handmade eyelashes I scrambled to get done just for this look. Definitely feels like it should be a sparkly, shiny look. I'm gonna spray some sealer everywhere and then using a squeeze bottle of iridescent glitter to lightly coat the skin. For a little last touch highlighter, use the Collective Cosmetics Club Kids, and I used that color in that corner. Not bad for an AI-determined makeup. Now, if you like the look of those giant ears, head over to the next video and see the original UV glowing makeup that I used those ears on, and I'll see you there.